Well, we're going. All right. See the modest man sitting up front. There you go. I'm going. Since I have my glasses on again.
900.
900. Nobody. Looking for the Queen of Hearts. And we got the 5 of clubs. Robbie, thank you for playing.
That's the actual ticket. Deal. Thank you, Greg.
Uh-huh.
William, any prayer requests? None. That is always good news. All right. Okay, now this one's gonna be loaded. Community announcements. How do we want to count how many events are happening tonight? Hanging in the Greens at George College, Chamber Holiday Party, Rose Hill Holiday Party. What else? Concert at GMC, JMA football. So if you want to have a party tonight, you have lots of options on where to go. Anything not happening tonight that we want to remind people of?
Christmas parade.
Right, parade is Sunday afternoon.
Parade by the Exchange Club next door. On Sunday, 3:00.
Yeah, nice. Christmas parade. Tomorrow night is also First Friday. They'll be lighting the tree downtown. Millie Market, and that's in the library annex.
Yes.
Yes, so that's tomorrow night, and they're doing it Saturday during the day.
Yes.
I'm very excited about that. When are they lighting the menorah, Jack?
First night of Hanukkah.
Is the 18th, I think. Bad you. Nice. Okay, so lots going on in the community. All right, club, a lot of stuff going on with the club as well here. So we are having our holiday party on December 15th. So it'll be our regular lunchtime meeting, but it will be strictly social, just a fun time. Let's see what else. The board has approved a $1,500 donation to the Reach Foundation. That's the program through the school system where they start in middle school and match up students with mentors and academic advisors. And when they graduate high school, they are eligible for an up to $10,000 scholarship to a 2- or 4-year institution that is eligible for Hope scholarships. Ooh, Lord, that was a mouthful. So the board approved that this morning. And then we have November birthdays to celebrate.
Tell them about the burn building.
I told him last
Sorry.
time. Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, that's right. You weren't here, but yay, burn building. All right, so birthdays for November. We have cookies for Jimmy Eubanks. His birthday was yesterday.
Right. What? I never thought I'd get this vote.
Because you're gonna live forever if the good die young, kind of thing. Nice. All right, Jeff Gray. Is Nelson here? No. Let's see, Halsey. And Norris is, Norris isn't here. Let's see, and Fred Ellington is not here. And neither is Jola, but we can, is Brody here? I thought I saw him. Yeah, we will send Jola's with you. Cool. Awesome. All right. Am I missing anything else, club or community wise? Aaron, yes, Aaron.
Pub business.
Club business.
All right, so we're down to our last 2 weeks of the Rotary raffle. Few people gave me their tickets today. When I came back in, you're supposed to be giving me money, but, anyway, I took them. We have about 100 tickets left. That means we've sold about 900 tickets, which is great. 2 weeks, 100 tickets. We're all community leaders. We all have a good network of people we know. Every Rotarian, remember, is responsible for tickets. So either sell or purchase 4 tickets that you have not, please. Other than that, if you need more tickets, I have tickets. We need help, just to finish off strong. So would anybody like some more tickets?
All right,
Eric, get the
Take
back. Okay.
nice.
Anybody else? We need help selling these tickets.
I thought I heard William say he wanted 10.
Come on, y'all. You take it. Let me out here.
Come on, guys.
Nick has got to take it post, he's boosted it, so you can go on. So, guys, I can't buy 100 tickets, there's no.
Come on, let's get at least 5 more out of our hands before we leave today. Come on, guys. Thank you. I mean, really, does anybody want to do an auction for a fundraiser? No. So let's sell the tickets.
Remember, guys, we buy our prize locally. Our money goes straight back into the community. Michelle is trying to sell 40 tickets because if you're a new member and you sell 40 tickets and you're not a Paul Harris Fellow, you become a Paul Harris Fellow, which means they donate $1,000 to the foundation in your name. You will get a receipt back that you can write it off on your taxes. So that's a way to get a $1,000 tax advantage without it coming out of your pocket. And they also give you 1,000 matching points that you can take those points and make someone else a Paul Harris Fellow. So anybody else in here want to try to do that? Any Paul Harris? Joy? Joy's trying to try to compete with Michelle, so.
Red Ellington's working on it hard. Right? Tommy?
No, I'm saying,
Just,
somebody's gotta have a cookie president involved.
yes, yes. They make fantastic stocking stuffers.
Yeah.
That's where mine go.
So anyway, I'm gonna be talking about individuals. I
Mhm.
need y'all to help out your community leaders, so help out. So it's just a little shy of 100 tickets. Maybe deal Lynn Chandler can sell 100 of them, so
There you go.
one more, you got it.
Yay, get that.
Anybody else,
Thank you.
take one more. Anybody take one more. Hey, one more.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll make a comment if you want me to help you.
Sure.
I was thinking all this. I was in a meeting one time and we were sitting there and I was sitting beside a Rotarian and the Rotarian was like, I can't sell any tickets. And I was like, no, I think you can. And that person was like, I need to turn my 10 back in because I can't sell any tickets. After the person that talked up here, that person called right in, texted people and had the 10 sold by the end of the meeting. Okay, so I'm just telling you. And Jennifer knows how passionate I am about getting all the tickets sold and making sure that we're squared away. But if you sit there and if you call people, if you text people, if you explain to them, they will, I promise you, you can sell the tickets. That's just my 2% to help Aaron.
So I'm helping with my friends at Billy Market Friday and Saturday, and they said that I could put up a flyer and if I was gonna buy them here, they can have some. So yes, we wanted to leave some just in case I surpassed what I already have.
Nice. Rock on, sister. Nice.
I got a few out of my hand. Anybody else?
Oh, look, road sales on night.
Who?
Road sales on night.
Oh, yeah. I told 4 on the way here.
Nice.
I did.
Yeah.
All I did was call people in my home, so cool, I was right here. And then got one of them where I checked with somebody else who was already sold it. And well, I like to post that, I said, well, right there, check. And then one thing up to. Anyway.
Thank you, Erin. I just cannot stress enough the importance of this. This is our reputation as a club. This is how we make an impact in the community. And I know some of us say, I'm not a natural salesman. I don't like asking people for money, but you're not asking for money for you. You're asking for money for our community and for Rotary International. It's much bigger than you and me. So with that, I'll get off my soapbox and hand it over to Tamara to introduce our speaker, who doesn't really need an introduction.
Hey, good afternoon. Most of you know our speaker today and probably know the guest speaker that she's going to be bringing up with her. She's been a member of our community for the past 7+ years and has worked tirelessly to make a big difference, impact with economic development and other types of nonprofit opportunities. And we're just so grateful to have them both here today, speaking on behalf of their programming and upcoming events. Please welcome Kara Lassiter, our CEO and president of the Milledgeville Chamber of Commerce. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank y'all all for having us today. I always love the opportunity to talk about what the chamber has been doing. It's crazy to think that it's already December, and this about a year ago, a little bit less, I actually became the president and CEO of the chamber. So I'm almost in the year of the role, but I'm not new, obviously, to the chamber. I have been there since 2015 as a membership development director. So I love what I do. I enjoy coming to work every day, and I love working for our community. So I love telling you about what we do. But I also want to introduce one of our newest and also only employee at this time. It's two of us. Jennifer Greer. She is our membership and events manager. And she has come on and it has been great. She's gotten great new ideas that she'll be talking to everybody about. One that we just kicked off yesterday, that it's fun and it's going to be just a good way to kind of engage our businesses and everything. So first off, we'll kind of just give you, I feel like you all know what the chamber does. We are the voice of business in our community. We work for the betterment of our community. We work for community advancement. We work to help our businesses, to promote them, to help them grow. So we are here for everybody in the community, not just our members. As y'all probably know, we are 100% funded by our chamber members. So we are considered a 501c6, which I'll explain the difference in a minute when I tell you what we've done this year. But we're a member organization. So I appreciate everybody that is a chamber member. You help fund all of our programming and everything like that. But here's just some quick facts that we have. We are awarded the Georgia Certified Chamber in 2019, and that goes for 5 years. So we'll be up for that again next year. We currently have about 5,400 Facebook followers, and that is a growth of about 500 to 600 followers in this past year. We were at 1,250 Instagram. So as you know, social media is becoming more prevalent. That's what we do a lot of our stuff on, especially for the business communities. We currently have 19 ambassadors, 16 board members. We have one. Erin is here with us. She is our current secretary in the executive board. I think that's the only one we have right now. But we are very appreciative of all the board right now. Of course, this year has been our 75th anniversary. So we've been celebrating and recognizing that all year long. We currently have 409 members, 29 Keystone investors, and then year to date, we're at 50 new members. So we've had great growth over this last year, considering that we have not been fully staffed the whole time, and we're still not quite yet, but we're still rocking and rolling it. So I will turn it over to Jennifer to kind of tell you what we've been offering.
So if you are a chamber member, which hopefully all of you are, you should know most of what we offer. One of the things, and we'll go through most of this in more detail throughout the program, but credibility, a lot of people don't understand what that is, but businesses who are members of the chamber have more credibility, which it sounds a little weird, but they do. I can't tell you how many times a week we get phone calls asking for references, who is who is a construction company or a plumbing company. And so we have to give them the list on our website. But hopefully, if you're not a chamber, then you need to be, and then you can get all of these great benefits that we offer. Okay, so hopefully you all have been to one or all of these events that we offer. Our awards dinner is where we present our small business of the year and our ambassador of the year. And then we have bowling for business, business after hours, eggs and issues, which will start back up in January. And then obviously the golf classic, member appreciation, and then our Shearer's Women's Luncheon we had this last October, which was the first one we've had since 2019. We're really excited to bring that back and continue to do that as long as we can, because it's a great time to get all the things together.
And then, of course, we're involved in our education, because as you know, our education is our next workforce. So we want to make sure that we are involved and we are helping our educational institutions as much as possible. So with that, we do Star Student, which I know y'all are aware of that because we partner Exchange Club, I say we there, Exchange Club partners with us in the Rotary to help sponsor that event. That is where we recognize the highest at each school in SAT scores. This last year, one of our board members, Kyle Hitchcock, she came up with a new award to give out to recognize additional students, and that is what she called the Blaze Award. And we awarded those students with the highest ACT at the schools, and then we did a district wide ACT highest score too as well. We will be doing that again this year. We'll be doing that in an Eggs and Issues event, and we're recognizing those students as well. Kyle's done a great job. He has picked that program up and run with it, so we're very excited to be able to do that as well. And the Star Student will be doing this again in February with all of y'all. Partners in Education. I definitely know y'all know about Partners in Education because of Lynn Chandler, because I think it's one thing he's talked about to everybody, it's Partners in Education, but it's another way that business community is more engaged with our educational, our schools here. So every school has opportunity to be, to get additional funds to help do programming for their teachers, different luncheons and all that kind of stuff, because as you know, not all their funds are going through the tuition and stuff. So if you're not a partner in education, I highly encourage to be a partner in education as well. And then Reality Check, we were able to start bringing that program back. That is where we go into the schools and we give them a glimpse of what real life will look like. So we started with John Millage and then GMC Prep School this year. We're actually kicking it off in a couple of weeks, December 12th. With Georgia College Early College is the first time we'll be there with this program, and then we'll do Baldwin High School early next year. But this is a great way. So if you ever want to volunteer, it's just about an hour and a half of your time, and you just go in and you work with these students, and you kind of give them a glimpse into what would buying a car look like, buying a house. And it's funny to see their reaction because they have a scenario. This is how much money they have, if they're married, if they have kids, and it's funny to see how creative they can come. We've had people trying to get divorces. We've had people trying to sell their kids and all this kind of stuff. They're like, I don't want this kid. I'm like, there's your choices. So it's just a good way to kind of start getting them to think about financial issues and just anything, you know, your choices have consequences sometimes. So, and then Leadership Baldwin, this program's been around since 1981. And then the Chamber has taken it back over in 2015, 2016. This is the program that I was very involved with trying to get it rejuvenated and everything. This last class of the adults, we had 17 Leadership Baldwin graduates, and we had 31 Youth Leadership Baldwin graduates, which is incredible, especially for the Youth Leadership Baldwin. For a long time, it started, I think, in 2000. It was a very prevalent program, and then for whatever reason, it just got stopped for a little while. We picked it back up. We started with 5 our first year, and within 6 years, we have now grown to 31 students. So these are the kids who are going out into the community. They're learning about our community. They're getting networking with each other, different schools. So if you're a student in a Baldwin County school, you're able to participate in the program if you go through the application process. So we're very excited about both of these programs. And this year, we actually have 32 Youth Leadership Baldwin kids. So imagine trying to keep 32 kids. I'm not a teacher. There's a reason why I'm not a teacher. But these kids are great. They're fun. They are enjoying it. They're being engaged with the community. Our next class is actually next week, and we'll be doing healthcare. So we go to different areas of the community to kind of show them what's here in Milledgeville and Baldwin County. And then our next adult class, if you're ever interested in participating, if you haven't, We will have nominations will be open in May, April and May of next year, and that class will start in August. So we're happy, we're expanding it. And also the adult class is starting to do a project. So when the class participates, they'll go through all their days and they will actually do a class project that gives back to the community as well. So this is the kind of, I guess, what we've been doing this last year. At the beginning of the year, we went through a 3-year strategic plan. We had 12 new board members come on. We had pretty much a brand new staff. So we thought it was a perfect time for us to kind of figure out what we needed to do. So we came up with a concept, what we call is Be Baldwin. Be informed, be engaged, and be the difference, because we know that we need everybody working together to make our community great. So it's not just one organization, it's all of our organizations working together. And that's why we kind of came up with this concept of Be Baldwin. From that, we came up with 3 pillars, and we're kind of go through very briefly. You'll be able to read a lot of it. The 3 pillars and what we've done this year and some of the things that we're planning to do next year with our strategic plan.
Okay, so the chamber, we basically connect businesses and people together. That's the big thing about pillar 1 and connect. We had a new member orientation this year, and we're going to have another one next year since we had so many new members within this last quarter. Our new member buddy program, we have currently 19 ambassadors. We have 3 here now. We've got Joy, Stephanie, and Crystal, but we revamped our ambassador program. And so we did applications this year, and we'll announce all the new ambassadors for 2023. I don't know if you know what ambassador does, but they're kind of like the public relations arm of the chamber, and they help us with, at all of our events. They go to the ribbon cuttings, they help welcome new members. And so they do a lot of behind the scenes that we're really grateful for. And so if you are a business and you have given us an ambassador their time, we just really appreciate that. We're going to do business of the week starting next year. That's going to be a new campaign. And we'll do that on social media. So we're going to highlight one business each week, hopefully for the whole year. If you're not following us on social media or Instagram, this would be a great way to stay connected. This year we did T-shirt Tuesday, and we did about 25 businesses on every Tuesday. We'd go visit them and then wear their shirt throughout the day. And we had, we're going to have 2 quilts made of all the T-shirts that we had worn throughout the year. And then we're going to raffle those off the beginning of next year. But like I said, if you're not following us, please follow us on Facebook so you can stay up to date on everything that we have going on. We did launch a new social media campaign this morning, and it's called Meet Blitzen, which is a cute little reindeer who Santa sent. And he's going to go visit all the businesses in Milledgeville and highlight some of the services or merchandise they have to offer for the holidays. So if you're interested in participating in that, you just have to email.
If everyone wants to meet Blitzen because he is a real dog. So he is Winston in real life, but everyone wants to meet he's the cutest little bulldog. I should say little, but so if you want him to come visit and see what all your products is, let us know. So for the community aspect of pillar 1, the main thing that we did this year is we created our foundation. So we now have a foundation under the chamber, which is a 501c3. So as I mentioned earlier, chamber itself is a 501c6. And then, so we are not really like a nonprofit. We are a member organization. With the 501c3 allows us to get additional funding. When we try to apply for any grants as a 501c6, we get kicked out a lot of times because they're not allowed to do that. So now that we can do this with a 501c3, we are able to reach out to the bigger corporations like a Walmart or a Lowe's, or even like Truist, who is one of our reality check sponsors, and we can actually apply to get additional funding to help us put all of our programs. So this was a great addition for us. It's just another way for us to expand our services and our programs to the community. So it's just started, like I said, kind of a few months ago. Jennifer sits on the board of that foundation as well. So we're still kind of figuring out all the logistics of it, but we're very excited that we're able to do that, and it definitely will help with our leadership programs as well. And some of the other initiatives will kind of combine with the other ones I'm about to talk about, so we'll wait for those. So pillar 2. Okay, so for pillar 2, we did have a job fair this August, and since it is a need in the community, well, for the businesses and
trying to get employment. We're going to continue to do that. We are going to continue our workshops. And so our next one is next Tuesday. We're going to do social media 101, the do's and don'ts of social media. Marketing Georgia is a sponsor of that. So if you or any of your employees are interested in attending, you just have to sign up on our website. And then if you have any ideas or any needs of any workshops that would benefit you or your employees, you just let us know. If we can't take care of it, we will find somebody who is in that profession. But we are partnering with Georgia College Department of Continuing Education for the workshop on Tuesday. So they're going to come and explain everything about social media do's and don'ts.
And so for the community with this one, I was asked, so when we presented this an annual meeting this past year, Carly Schulte, who's the director of Milledgeville Main Street, was listening to it, and there was a chance for us to apply to be part of a program called the Create program through Georgia Power and with America Main Street. What this program is, it's Create stands for Cultivating Rural Entrepreneurs and Transforming Economies. So to be a part of this program, we had to be a community less than 50,000 residents, and we had a need and a hope to grow our entrepreneurship ecosystem. So the program is a 2-year long commitment. Carly and I are 2 of the 6 of the champion team for our community. We went to Athens earlier this year, and then we also been to Rome just a couple months ago. And we meet with the other communities that are also a part of this. There's 5 other ones that are communities in Georgia that are doing this program. And going through this process, we were able to get a $5,000 grant to help us start off our entrepreneurship, to help us with our entrepreneurship ecosystem here. And one of the things that we are looking to do with this grant and with this program is that we are wanting to find a way to make it easier for people to start a business here in our community. So we're going to create hopefully a portal that if anybody wants to start a business or even an existing business in the community, you will go to there. So if you're in the city, it'll tell you, here's the city route and here's what you need to do for all city things. If you're in the county, here's how you start a business. If you're more of a seasoned business, here's some resources for you. So we want to make sure that we are here for all of our businesses, that we're trying to help our even young businesses to the more seasoned businesses, even ones who are thinking about retiring. What does that look like and everything? So this program is really helping us to get a better understanding of how to work with entrepreneurs. There is even talk about trying to figure out an incubator space, what that would look like. We have officials with the city there on this group too, and we have Walter Reynolds with the Still State Hospital Redevelopment Authority who's involved with it. So trying to figure out ways that we can help young businesses, and then we're going to eventually engage Georgia College with that as well with their Center of Innovation. So we're very excited about this collaboration that we're doing. We think great things will come out of it. Will help all of our businesses. So stay tuned. We will, we're still in the early phases. We just got the money. So we're doing some research. And then we'll be sending an RFP out for businesses to help us with the website. And then we will release it out into the community. So those are exciting things. And then also we are trying to start more of a relationship with Georgia College Career Center, because we think it's a help to kind of get our businesses more engaged with Georgia College and their Career Center. So I know I went to one of their job fairs last year, and there's like 2 businesses that were local that were there. They had several. So it's figuring a way to connect our college, our local college and the local talent here and trying to keep them here in Milledgeville instead of having them go back to Atlanta. So I'm working with them and trying to get them more engaged with the business community as well. And then our last pillar is pillar 3.
Okay, so one of the things that we're going to establish this next year is we're going to get a new database. The database that we have now is just a little outdated, but this will be able to streamline our processes. Instead of using 3 different systems, we'll just be able to use one. It'll help make updating the website a lot easier on the back end. It'll help with all the members, and they'll be able to go in and create their own page. So when people go in and look on the directory for their business, they'll have their own page where they'll be able to personalize it. And then we're also working on creating new graphics. So we'll have a new fresh look for next year as we go into social media phase. But
last, for the community aspect of it, of course, why we're involved with, youth leadership ball, win reality check, that kind of stuff. We're also doing a partnership with Georgia College called Chamber TV. So these are college students who are in their senior year, they're doing their capstone project. We have partnered them up with our businesses who might want to do like a video, a little commercial, and they do it with these students. These students do all the commercial and do everything like that. And so it's another way for the students to kind of learn from the businesses here in the community. And then we share it on social media. And then at the end of the day, the business will have their ad that they will be able to use as well. And then next year, we are looking to start a program with Baldwin High School, continuing Baldwin High School, the College Career Academy, called Students in Business. So one of the things that we're looking to do is try to figure out ways to engage our high school students into our local businesses and to show them what opportunities there are here. So with Students in Business, it's 1 day commitment, or it's only for a couple of hours for a business. The students will go to a business. So for example, they'll go to somewhere like Carbon, and then they will show them all different sections of that business. So it'll show them like there's HR, there's all marketing, there's different things, not just working necessarily on the line. Then there was sometimes if they're more interested into like IT work, we'll go to responsive technology partners and show them different ones at places that they could work there. So it's showing them that there are business and opportunities to stay here again in Milledgeville. Here's some opportunities. Here's what your salaries could look like. Here's advancement opportunities and that kind of stuff. It's just trying to connect the businesses with the students. So that's a program that we are trying to start next spring semester. So if anybody's interested in participating or helping with that, definitely let us know with that. So that's pretty much the end. And I guess also before the end, as we mentioned, we have 2 events left for this year. Tonight, if you're ready to party hop a little bit, you hit all of us, but we do have our chamber holiday social here at the club. It's from 5:30 to 7:30. So we'd love to have y'all here for a little while, then you party hop to Rose Hill and go to John Milledge game, cheer on the Trojans. But yeah, so we have that. And then our small business workshop is next Tuesday, December 6th, and that's gonna be at the chamber at 9 a.m. So if you have any interest or anybody in your business for some social media do's and don'ts, please come. It's free for all chamber members. So, and then also Blitzen, if you want Blitzen to come visit you, let us know too, and we will bring Blitzen back. But anybody have any questions? No? Okay. Well, thank y'all all again. I appreciate it, and I hope everybody has a wonderful holidays.
Oh, thank you guys for coming. You guys are doing an amazing job in the community, and we thank you for that. And to show our thanks, we are going to donate a book to the library in your name. And we're gonna have you autograph it for us. And you get to keep a beautiful pen. Oh, that was made by our homebrew. Nice. I'll get one for you too, John. Okay, so yeah, enjoy party hopping tonight and all weekend. December 15th, holiday party next week, regular meeting with in Cafe Central will be our speaker next week. And sell your tickets. Erin.
And if I give you a ticket, that you play free. Hopefully we can write down your number.
So we know who has what tickets to sell. Awesome. All right, have a great week. Thanks.